In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a passport-size photo in Photoshop using one of the easiest and fastest methods available. We'll be using the Object Selection tool to remove the background cleanly and place your photo into a perfect 2x2-inch passport format. This method is beginner-friendly, works in the latest versions of Photoshop, and only takes a few minutes to complete. So if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more simple Photoshop guides. Now, let's get started. First, open Adobe Photoshop on your computer. Once Photoshop is open, go to the top menu and click on File, then select New. We're going to create a new document with the exact dimensions required for a standard passport-size photo. In the New Document window, set the width to 2 inches and the height to 2 inches. Make sure the unit is set to inches, not pixels. Next, set the resolution to 300 pixels per inch. This is very important because 300 ppi ensures high print quality, which is required for official documents like passports and visas. For the background contents, choose white. Once everything is set correctly, click Create. Now we need to insert your photo into this new document. Go to File again and choose Place Embedded. Select the photo you want to use from your computer and click Place. Photoshop will import the image with transform controls active. Resize it roughly so it fits inside the canvas for now, and then press Enter to confirm the placement. Next, we're going to remove the background using the Object Selection tool. On your keyboard, press W to activate the selection tools. If you don't see the Object Selection tool, right-click on the Selection tool icon in the toolbar and choose Object Selection tool from the list. In the top options bar, make sure the mode is set to rectangle and that Object Finder is turned on. This allows Photoshop to automatically detect subjects in your image. Now simply move your cursor over the subject in the photo. You'll notice that Photoshop automatically highlights the person. Once the subject is highlighted, click once. A selection will appear around the person. After the selection is active, go to the Layers panel at the bottom right. With your photo layer selected, click on the Add Layer Mask icon at the bottom of the Layers panel. Instantly, the background will be removed and only the subject will remain visible. To ensure your passport photo has a clean white background, we'll add a solid white layer behind the subject. Click the New Layer icon in the Layers panel. Then drag this new layer below the masked photo layer. Select the new layer, go to the toolbar, choose the Paint Bucket tool, make sure your foreground color is set to white, and click on the canvas to fill the background with pure white. Now let's properly position and size the photo. Select the masked photo layer. Press Ctrl and T on your keyboard to activate Free Transform. Resize the image while holding Shift if needed to maintain proportions, and adjust it so the face is centered in the frame. The head should be straight, with some space above the hair and the face clearly visible. Make sure it fits naturally within the 2x2-inch canvas without cropping important parts of the head or chin. Press Enter to confirm once you're satisfied. If the image looks slightly dark or too bright, you can make simple lighting adjustments. Go to the top menu, click Image, then Adjustments, and choose Brightness and Contrast. Make small adjustments to improve clarity and lighting, but avoid over-editing since passport photos must look natural. Click OK when done. Once everything looks correct and properly aligned, it's time to save your passport photo. Go to File and choose Save As. Select JPEG as the file format. Choose maximum quality to ensure the best print results. Then click Save. And that's it. You've successfully created a professional passport-size photo in Photoshop using the Object Selection tool. As you can see, it's a simple process once you know the exact steps. If this tutorial helped you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more easy Photoshop and design tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.